All right, all right, all right. We are back in action. Freaking A, man. Let's see if we can make sense of this shit. Um, it's a good long down there. We'll explain why. What else we got? What did the day look like? So let's just start on the day. There we go. So let's see where the day ended. It was a bearish day. Again, right click, settings. Take off the executions. I thought I'd do this already, but whatever. Kind of a small day, but it was as far as the candle size. Actually, pretty big day. It's kind of easy to see what it did, but how it does it is the trick, right? So yeah, here's a daily candle. Ooh, and bearish. See this bad boy right here? That's a big candle. You could consider that an order block for this up move. Let's just see how far. I mean, that looks like it wicked 50%. This looks like it maybe almost went to 50% of this bad boy. But we'll look at some more stuff. But yeah, this is the day right here. Boom, big daily candle. Let's go down to the 4-hour. We'll get through this. There's some stuff I want to talk about. And I do need to do a better job of working ourselves through the time. Okay. I'm excited for ICT thing coming out September 15th. With doing this, I haven't been able to watch a video every night, and that's just truly pissing me off. So, because I'll have to adjust my schedule even more. I'm having a hard time waking up, but we'll get it done. Okay, do you see this right here? Do you see this right here? You'd think this would just poke these highs, these equal highs right here. Didn't do it. Frustrating as hell, man. Had a long in. And I should have gone out right there. Because really, what it did, because we were on the 4-hour chart, and so this is very appropriate to talk about it. Really what it did here, honestly, is it worked down this 4-hour BISI. Okay? It failed to reach the top here. And this is the 4-hour BISI we're talking about right here. It's all in the green. Okay? There's one green right here. Green line. Okay, and we're going to break it down to the hour pretty quick after this because it failed to get there. What it did do right here, though, is it served this order block, this bearish order block down. And so this bearish order block held firm. I talked about this yesterday. Sorry, my video was all screwed up yesterday. That's why I didn't upload it. It was lagging, and then it's not showing all my cursor movements. It's just a real pain in the ass. It's not the first time it's happened. But hopefully this video comes out good. And I could post it without any issues. All right, that's the plan. Okay. Anyways, it kind of already did its work up here a little bit, and then you'll see how this works. It comes up to here, fails to get there, comes up to the 75. It just walks down this whole gap, and then it finally gets down to here, and we're going to see an hour candle in which it which makes it interesting. Okay. But so initially in the open, right in, we'll see when the open is on that 1 hour, or we'll see the 9 o'clock. Right off the bat, whenever this bad boy opened, oh no, we're behind price. Excuse me. I'm getting excited. I'm breathing loud. Okay. So right off the bat, on this open, there's two prizes to be had. There was you can't see it on the hour, okay, but this barely missed another low over here, okay, and or maybe it was this one, and maybe barely just missed this one, and then it rejected off of this area, which I thought was a strong area of rejection. And why did I think that? Was it this guy right here? This was an important level. It's got this kind of busy action going on, and it's also got another level in there, another fib from somewhere. I digress. It's coming from right here. Let me see. Right there. What is that? Let's go to the 4 hour. That doesn't even show us anything. Well, I don't know. That's been an area it's been respecting though. I did pull up a level on that earlier, but whatever. Yesterday. I forgot something else lined up with that too. Let's go to the hour. Oh yeah, and let's just stay on task today too. Okay. It is the top of this little guy. I don't know, whatever. Pissing me off. Okay. All right. So on the hour, this is see this purple line right here. So first off, on the hour, we got this big hourly candle, order block to the upward movement. Okay, so it failed to meet that, but that's later in the day. Again, like I said, let's work through the day properly. We open it up. Like I said, you could see it here. It fails to reach this, and it's just working down this 4 hour busy. It hits the 75, but kind of fakes everybody to thinking it's going to get these guys right off the bat. Doesn't do it, man. Again, I was long, and then I just let price go all the way down on me. But anyways, then it opens, rejects off of the 50% mark of that 4 hour busy. I think it does react right here. There's been some time right here on a lower time frame chart. Bounces off of the bottom, and now it's down. All right, really bounced off the bottom here, and it was down. Okay. So that's what we got going on right now. This was a good long up into here. It failed to get to 50%. All right. Also, what was interesting was the real-time trading hours gap. Let's go to the 15-minute chart, and then we could see things a little bit clearer. I like the 15-minute today. So here we are, and you'll see those lows. Okay, see these two lows right here? Boom, boom. Those are the two lows. Okay. Bingo. This is that 50%. Clears them, fails to get to 50% of that order block, and then comes up. All right. This is a pretty strong move. And if you have the right lot size, man, you're going to be able to get out of these moves before they even fully deliver. Like for a lot of these consistency rules, if you just, get in at the right spot and have like 2 lots on something, get in at the right spot, you're not going to need for it to run to outer space. You're just going to need a conservative move to pass these challenges. That's what I'm realizing. If you're trying to, absolutely minimize your risk to nothing, with one lot, then you're going to, for me at least, you're going to want to hold on to one lot to make a $2,000 move instead of 2 lots for $4,000. So that's my opinion on that. Or you just got to be very happy with anytime a lot reaches about $1,000, you should think about, hey, is this good enough for one lot? There are times, this is a rangy market, and I don't really, kind of rangy. Like I said, it did kind of do something fairly obvious. There you see the 75. It already couldn't exactly deliver that, the top of that 4 hour busy. Delivered 75, delivered 25, delivered 50, delivered 25, and then bounced off of the bottom of it there. Okay. So there's that. So on the open, And then this is something I want to, so right off the open, regular trading hours, and let's even get into the 5-minute chart. So right in here, it failed to meet this, but it showed a lot of volatility. So there was areas you could get in right here. Confident, and if you just put your take profit right here, I mean, even if you were queued in on that BISI, that would have been beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Get in down here and get out up here. That would have been, that's just amazing, you know? I didn't do that today, but that would have been so amazing if I had just closed it right at this line right here, or even right here. That would have been perfect. Close of the real trading hours gap. Okay. But you could see, where's the open at? Oh, we don't have the lines because this is all real trading hour. So here's the open. Trades down. Closes. Trades down again. Can't reach this. Feeds this fair value gap again, or feeds this fair value gap again, I guess you could say. You know, this is fairly balanced right there. But leaves equal lows there. So if this swept those lows, those highs up here would have probably been taken, which you can't really see too well because it's the real trading hours. Let's go back to the, but those are the two lows we're talking about right there, okay? And you could say, okay, after the volatile movement, close the real trading hours. Now, what did it do? It closed outside of it. It dove right back in. And then, so if you were keen to that, unfortunately, I was in a long. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I knew it was going to eventually come take these lows, man. But I was in a long. So I sat through a bunch of stuff I should have been selling through. So that's the problem with trying to hold on to something a little too long, is you'll miss out on other stuff, man. So anyways, close of the real time trading hours, dives back in, clears these two lows. You can see it right there. All right. We're not talking about entries yet. We will talk about them now in a little bit once we get to the 1 minute, most likely. Okay. Here we are. Let's go to the 5 minute. All right. So here we are. And we got the 5 minute chart. This is time to enter somewhere on this candle. It's 10 o'clock. So you could have wrote it up there. Okay. You can't really see the entry point. It's pretty tight on the 5 minute, but then you could just see it staircase, this damn 4 hour BISI. And then it leaves it, but oh, you don't think it's going to come back and touch this right here again and then reject again? I'll be damned. There it is. Bam. It was it was a little sensitive to this 1 hour fair value gap. I'm gonna leave it on there. I think it's still fairly relevant, but whatever. Maybe I won't. We'll zoom back out later. All right, let's get into the 1 minute. Let's check out these entries. Maybe some order block study. Man, I got to get back on my ICT videos, man. Whenever you're trading, man, and you don't, like, that's actually something I kind of want to talk about. Whenever you're trading, for me at least, you're not doing everything right. And this is something I have to kind of overcome. Like, if I'm not dialed in on everything, you know, it's kind of a crux. So you're not dialed in on it. Then you get everything dialed in. You're doing all your whole routine. And then you have to, that tendency to try to, like, you know, for me at least, that self-sabotage, because it's like, okay, you have all this potential, right? And the only thing that could hold you back is yourself on it, okay? And yeah, I'll just talk about this real quick. And the only thing that could hold you back is yourself on this stuff. And you think it's easy to get yourself out of the way, but for instance, like, you get all dialed in, you get everything perfectly dialed, but then it's too good or something. Like, you're not used to this. You're not used to this kind of efficiency with all your daily practices. You're not used to it. So then you might, like, you know, slow down on something, scroll a little bit longer, you know, take your, like, just to, like, put you, oh, I'm mostly on schedule, everything. So, but you'll find, I'm starting to find these little things that I'm doing that, I'm magnifying them. Yes, it's like, it's probably okay that I scrolled it 30 minutes before I did this video tonight. But, I could see those things are there because I'm, I don't like this is already, I'm already in new territory as efficiency, but now it's like, okay, like how far are we really going to take this? And so it's like, yeah, to the moon, right? That's the plan. And so, and you don't want to feel like a robot. So I find like I'm doing these little things that are just kind of throwing me off just a little bit. And I'll get everything right again. And I'll follow my schedule perfect for a couple of days. And then I'll let something slip. And then I'll go behind schedule on something. And so it's like this whole polishing everything. And then just knowing that, like, it's all going to pay off in the end. Yeah, so it's like, you don't, it's not there. No results are real tangible other than maybe like the paper trading stuff was pretty good that I did. But it's like, and I have had success, but it's like, damn, is this really going to happen? Can it happen? And, can I get another payout? And so it's like, so you just got to like believe it's going to happen, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Having faith. A lot of faith. And just putting in the work and like, not letting little things get in your way. Don't slip behind on something because you're already doing pretty good. Let's, keep improving. And then don't get bored. Don't feel like I need to, man, I'm stressed now and I need to go have a beer or something, or I need to go out and I need to meet different people. Cause now I'm on this journey, right? So now whenever I'm going out, I'll go out, and, sometimes I haven't really recently at all, but then I just realized how far it is away from exactly what I want to be doing at this time. And I love, having fun with really anxious and awkward. And I don't have friends out here where I'm at. So I find myself getting really anxious and awkward whenever I go out and, not really being able to enjoy myself like I was before, cause I'm like, I'm not there yet. What am I doing? Stay locked in. And so, I'll be able to relax soon enough, man, whenever I want to, if I even want to. And it's like a whole transformation process. And, used to enjoy going out even by myself, but now it's like, I'm a little different now. It's changing me. Okay. Let's go over this price. So pretty tight. This is the 1 minute, correct? Yeah. So pretty tight. Technically, we're not supposed to take trades till, what time? 10 o'clock. So if you just wait till then, you can stay out of all that noise, right? First presented fair value gaps up here too. So that's going to be hard to wait on, right? Can't use this one. This is going to be hard to wait on if you want to get an interaction there. But man, that was a good strong run up. This was a very good entry in my opinion. This would have been, it takes this low, leaves the other one, but it shows volatility on the upside. So right now I'm thinking, it's gonna run up for those highs is what I was really thinking. But in the back of my mind, those lows I showed you, I was like, damn, that was haunting me. And I was like, I wish it would have just cleared that. But that's a good sign. So it's like, move that forward in the future. Let's think about that in the future. This is where I got in on that long actually, because it made this breaker. And I was like, let's see. It's moving pretty strong right now. I don't think it's going to come back into this gap. And it probably will leave this one. Whenever it moves fast, it doesn't give you entry opportunities a lot of times, great ones. All right, if you see this, change of state of delivery, you could have gotten in on touching anywhere on this. If you got in at the top of that wick, that would have been freaking phenomenal. But you see it wick up like that, big candle, and then it goes here, touches that. That's a little early, but then after you get this, what I call, this is maybe a breakaway gap. What I understand to be a breakaway gap. If this on a 2 minute chart would have been a breakaway gap because price doesn't get redelivered into this area. Okay. And then but this is where I ended up getting in. And it was a great run up to here. That was a good, strong run, man. Off of one lot, you're sitting at like 2,300 right there. 2,200, 2,100. And I didn't freaking close it. Maybe it was 1,700, 1,800. I don't know. It was up there, though, bro. And I should have just closed that. But I didn't. Anyways, comes back down. That would have been a great one. It's kind of climbing this 1 hour fair value gap a little bit, 50%. Respects the top, goes up to 75%. We already talked about how it climbs down. So let's look at this leg down. Some order block study. I mean, this would have been considered the order block here. It touched it. No real fair value gap entry there. It's making it hard to enter sometimes, huh? This is a breaker or order block right here. Once you see that, you also got a little bit of the balanced price range. Don't expect it to return there. Leaves this fair value gap. So if you even just waited for this short, that would have been phenomenal. But this happened after the time we were allowed to trade. 10:01, according to ICT, right? This was a good entry. So I was like, even if it touches that wick, we're good. Stop like 50%. That's a pretty big stop. I don't really like to suffocate right now. I'm not really a Jedi stop placer, but I'm working on it, man. As I'm trusting the system more, I'm getting better at it. With my paper trading account, I use a lot of anticipatory style entries, and I'm trying to get away from that. Maybe. I'm trying to resist from doing that, or like maybe see something a little bit more sure for now. See these reactions at the higher time frame, then get in once it reacts there. Okay, so if you gotten on this retracement, that would have been strong. Again, with the logic that it's stair-stepping that BISI coming down the stairs. Feeds that fair value gap, touches this order block. Okay, that's what happened there. Can't really tell, you know what I mean? Like this would been your makes this order block here. You could have gotten right there. But that's hard to do, man. Stop up here. That's hard to do. This would have been pretty good. Now we're reaching lunch though. 11:30 to 1:30 New York time. This is all set to New York. New York time. Okay. Boom. At lunch, what does it do? It just drops. And every time, and I knew this was coming too. I tried along a couple of times today, actually. Every freaking time, I was like, is it just going to ping off of this BISI? And sure as hell it did, even this one. Boom. Can't get through the BISI. This was like a good little fake. Right? I was still in that long position here, and I thought it was going to come out. But what does it end up doing every time? This is bearish action right here all day long. Comes up to feeds this fair value gap. After an extended down run, yeah, but it feeds this top fair value gap. What does this do? Feeds this top fair value gap, touches the order blocks. Okay? Nope. Don't want to move that. No one doing that. Okay. Let's see if we got a new day opening gap. I don't know if we did. I put one in yesterday. I'm not too sure. Well, whatever. I can't have that attitude. Let's go check, but we'll do that at the end. I believe it did actually. Okay, so boom, that's an entry short. And then steps it again. Once you see this candle right here, that's volatility. Again, doesn't give you a great opportunity to get in. This comes up here, leaves. Where are you going to get in? Tell me. You have to get in at the high, assuming it's going to come down. Get in a retracement into this type of scenario, right? What we like to see, fair value gap. This guy pokes into it right here. Doesn't happen. Doesn't even happen on these legs up. Nothing on these legs down. Where's one good fair value gap entry right here? Tell me. Doesn't do that. It's like we're talking 15-second time frames, guys. I mean, this is what you're going to need there for that. Gives you this. No re-entry on a fair value gap there to get down. Doesn't even do it there. This, you could have got in right here after it dove the hell into this. And, touched the order block and went up. Right, but that's already past 50%. That's getting precarious right there to touch. You know what I mean? To get in on that, comes up again. I mean, this is not looking. That's not what you want to see right here. Entering on a fair value gap, right? Yeah, so gotta have that context. That 4-hour BISI kind of told the story. I'm gonna be dead honest with you, like it or not, dude. Boom, came down, and then now this is heavy lunch action right here, all the way to 130, and it's a rule not to freaking trade. It's a rule not to trade, right? Like, after my position got stopped over there, I was like, all right, this is it where it took that low, the other low. So the lows are cleared, but what time is it? 12:59, bro. 12:59. I'm gonna do a better job going over the macros and all the time move on how it moves on every time frame, because I know that's gonna help me. I'm gonna get a notepad out, but right now we're just easing into things. I'm just trying to make this a habit right now and just talk about some stuff. Look at it, does this last fair value gap on the chain, comes, touches it in probably 50% of this order block scenario. Beautiful. Shorts down. And I was like, okay, where's it going to stop? Where's it going to freaking stop? And that's why I was like, okay, let me go to the hour chart. Let me see that order block that was over there. Let me draw 50%. Failure to reach 50%. Beautiful. You got this kind of action. Boom. Where do you get in? This is where I got in. Right here. Okay, why did I do that? Because it seemed good. And it's not really, it wasn't, it's kind of not really given a lot of chances. Where's your chansa? That's actually a little fair value gap entry, by the way, this guy. Boom. And then up to about right here with 3 lots, that's the $3,000 move. And now you closed it early at 3,000. I had it at this high. Okay. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you just put the right lot sizes at the right times, on the right moves, that's asking kind of a lot already. But then you don't need these superhero runs. It's the truth. Whenever you're out of one of these accounts and you don't have consistency rule or this other bullshit, then you can maybe think about letting stuff run. But while you're passing accounts, you don't need superhero runs. And I don't think the small lot sizes for superhero runs is the way to go. You got to put decent lot size, not too much risk, but like $1,000, 2 lots. Let it see what it's going to do at the right times, with the right context, and not asking for too much. 1 lot, that's what screwed me on that 1 lot. I had like close to $2,000 on 1 lot, and it wasn't enough for me to want to close. I was being like, you call it greedy, but I'm trying goal oriented. I'm trying to make that certain amount of money. So if I'd have put 2 lots on that entry, boom, boom, I'd have been done, cleared off. But it did come back with this $3,000 move there, luckily. And then now this is where we're at. Kind of came back up into there, bounced off the 0 or the bottom of that 4-hour BISI. Is the 4-hour BISI gonna keep it down? We don't know. Let's see what time it is. We're trying to get into the new day opening gap. This is 4:59. 6. This is what we want. Man, and I'm already getting so many of these stacked up. I might start dropping the new days after 5 days again, because my chart's getting clogged, bro. No, that's not what we freaking want, bro. How is that even on there? So I might just, maybe record. I don't know if I need to record it, but I'm just going to redo my whole chart. 8:21, right? Is it 8:21? Yeah. Time is flying by. Trying to get some money by this year, bro. Come on, Sally Sue. I mean, I don't need that 50% on this. Oh. That's just another. It is a new week opening gap, but I mean, I don't need that. That's like easy small range. Let's clean some shit up, dude. So what are we looking for to tomorrow? Let's check. Let's go to. I like the 15 because you could see some structure, but also you could have most of the. You could see kind of the highs and the lows. So here we are. Let's check to see where it's jagged. Okay. This is looking pretty jagged to me. Okay. Rather jagged. This is maybe here. If it goes this strong down move, don't expect it to come too far past it. All right, but that's possible with where we're at right now. I don't know what it's going to do tomorrow. Shoot. And then we'll start climbing back up whenever we're talking about, hey, what could it do tomorrow? But it's pretty jagged down there. It'd be nice if it leaves this liquidity, or like let's say it generates this liquidity, right? Some liquidity, some equal lows and stuff like that. It gets kind of high. It takes a little bit of maybe it takes this bad boy, but leaves this one or something, or maybe it takes it both. Boom. And then it comes down, clears this. I would be comfortable with it leaving this low. Even if it leaves it, touches this exactly to the dime or rejects off this, that'd be cool too. But let's just say, like, that's the whole thing that you should be looking for on the open, though, is like, where's the, if you take the range, right? Like, let's just say this is what we got right now. Okay, so there's liquidity, short-term liquidity here. There's short-term liquidity here. Which one does it go for first? Boom. And there's a likelihood it's going to go there. Also, that real-time trading hours gap, that's real. We did a little study on that today. We're going to keep going on that. What else? Yeah, I'm going to be a bit more time-oriented, way more time-oriented. I'm going to start cleaning up my chart, get some of these lines that I don't really need out of here, and that's the plan. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's look for other things that could help us. I like this. I like these. Is it going to take them tomorrow? Maybe not, right? I look at this as this is a very interesting area right here for me. Okay, this fair value gap, right? This is probably like 25% of that. I don't even have that one marked. Look, because I have this with the quadrants on this little ass new day opening gap. Oh my gosh, bro. I was really getting, I don't know why I'm doing all that. 8-7. Damn, man, these are old. See, I'd rather have like a freaking that order block right there, All right, new charts loading, boys. Cool. This is an interesting thing. Because this will be this is a breaker. So if we get an hourly close over 50% of this candle, that's one thing. Okay. Holy shit. Yeah. I always think of these as strong structures. Feeds that fair value gap. Probably 25% perfect of this. But if we get a close up here on the hourly, I don't know. I expect price to return up here. How's it going to do it? We don't really know. But once it does it, let's check out, okay, so where are some landmarks, right? How do you know, you know what I mean? If this low gets taken, and then we're pushing this high, that's something. For sure. I'm going to do better with my chart. Like, this is exciting. I'm getting stoked. But if this low gets taken and it pushes this high, it gets up here, think about this fair value gap for long entry. All right, that's all I got for now. Thanks. Bye to my one follower.